Hey guys, Attorney Walter Hnot. So one of the things I wanted to go through that's really quick is essentially what are the different types of doctors that you could potentially go to win disability benefits, Social Security disability benefits, and the stylized notion of SSDI benefits or potentially SSI benefits. So let's go through that real quick. These are essentially the doctors that you should be utilizing. The whole reason I'm doing this video is that when I was talking to somebody, I was mentioning the types of specialists that they should be utilizing, and they just didn't know what any of them were. So here are the doctors that are the most common doctors. I went to WebMD just to grab the list, and we'll go through them real quick so you have an understanding as to what they are, who they are, and what they basically treat people for. Deb Carter, howdy. What are the different types of doctors? Catherine Whitbourne, WebMD, here we go. You have allergists, okay? And actually, I'm going to have to go ahead and grab this thing over here and use it to read from the website because the printout hid the information. Allergists and immunologists, they treat immune system disorders such as asthma, eczema, food allergies, insect sting allergies, and some autoimmune diseases, okay? Anesthesiologists, these doctors give you drugs to numb your pain or put you under during surgery, childbirth, or other procedures. They monitor your vital signs while you're under anesthesia. So basically, you're not really going to be using that doctor unless there's like a surgery or something. Cardiologists, very common for the heart-related issues. They're experts on the heart and blood vessels. You might see them for heart failure, a heart attack, high blood pressure, hypertension, or an irregular heartbeat. Very good. Colon and rectal surgeons. You would see these doctors for problems with your small intestine, colon, and bottom. They put bottom in. They put bottom. Why would they put? You should just call it what it is. Like a tuchus. WebMD, you're so silly. Because you would expect that from. Anyways, they can treat colon cancer. Thank you, WebMD, for that lovely thought. Like, why would you, just. They can treat colon cancer, hemorrhoids, and inflammation or inflammatory bowel disease. Okay, critical care medicine specialists. They care for people who are critically ill or injured, often hitting intensive care units in hospitals. You might see them if your heart or other organs are failing or if you've been in an accident. These are like your, emergency room doctors. Dermatologists, right? This is what my sister is in the animal world for, basically veterinarians. She's a dermatological specialist. Have problems with your skin, hair, nails? Do you have moles, scars, acne, and skin allergies? Dermatologists can help with that. Endocrinologists, these are experts on hormones and metabolism. They can treat conditions like diabetes, thyroid problems, infertility, and calcium and bone disorders. Emergency medicine specialists, these doctors make life or death decisions for sick and injured people, usually in an emergency room. Their job is to save lives and to avoid or lower the chances of disability. Again, that's not one, unless obviously you have a critical care situation or crisis. Family physicians, we also call them PCPs. They care for the whole family, including children, adults, and elderly. They do routine checkups and screening tests, give you the flu and immunization shots, and manage diabetes and other ongoing medical conditions. That's your baseline. That's your hub. That's where you go to first, and then there's a bug. Then they, send you out for other specialists. Gastroenterologists, they're specialists in digestive organs, including the stomach, bowels, pancreas, liver, and gallbladder. I thought they were going to put bottom in there again because that would have been hilarious for me. It's just, yeah. You might see them for abdominal pain, ulcers, diarrhea, or cancers in your digestive organs. They also do a colonoscopy and other tests for colon cancer. Colonoscopy is super fun. Yeah, super fun. Geriatric medicine specialists. These doctors care for the elderly. They can treat people in their homes, doctors' offices, nurses, nursing homes, assisted living centers, and hospitals. Now that I'm reading through this article, it's actually terrible because you just wouldn't use that type of specialist for a disability claim because, pretty much you're going to apply up into 62 unless it's an SSI. You could go way past that where there's just no retirement option. Okay, hematologists, they are specialists in disease of the blood, spleen, and lymph glands like sickle cell disease, anemia, leukemia. Okay, good. Hospice medicine specialists, that's not something you're going to be using. Infectious disease specialists, this one you would be using. They diagnose and treat infections in any part of the body like fevers, Lyme disease, pneumonia, tuberculosis, and HIV and AIDS. Some of them specialize in preventative medicine or travel medicine. Lyme disease, really interesting claims that I've had over the past 2 years, which just really surprised me what the outcomes were medically for the person. Internists, these primary care doctors treat both common and complex illnesses. This is also like a hub doctor when you go to first. Usually only in adults, you'll likely visit them or your family doctor first for any condition. Internists often have advanced training in a host of subspecialties like heart disease, cancer, or adolescent, or sleep medicine, with additional training called a fellowship. Internists can specialize in cardiology, gastroenterology, endocrinology, nephrology, pulmonology, and other medical subspecialties involving ology. I added that last part. Also, guys, I just want to thank you for hanging out with me right now because I know it's super late, but howdy. Medical, you're not going to need a geneticist. We're going to skip that one. Nephrologist, you'll need this one. They treat kidney diseases as well as high blood pressure and fluid and mineral imbalances linked to kidney disease. They pop up a lot, and ironically, there's a lot of impairments in that field, which equate to disability benefits in a pretty quick fashion. Neurologist, another one, very important. These are specialists in the nervous system, which includes the brain, spinal cord, and nerves. They treat strokes, brain and spinal tumors, epilepsy, Parkinson's disease, and Alzheimer's disease. Obstetricians and gynecologists. I hope they say bottom again. That would just make my day. If this article said, I haven't read this article yet, I should have read it. But if they say bottom, I'll just that would make my day. It was a long day, but it would make my day. Often called OB/GYNs, these doctors focus on women's health, including pregnancy and childbirth, although in the future, they may also work on basically the little GIF image or the GIF image or the little meme of the male with the big tummy. So they do pap smears, pelvic exams, and pregnancy checkups. OB/GYNs are trained in both areas, but some of them may focus on women's reproductive health, gynecologists, and others specialize in caring for pregnant women, obstetricians. Oncologists. This is one you would see in the disability field. These internists are cancer specialists. They do chemotherapy treatments and often work with radiation oncologists and surgeons to care for someone with cancer. Ophthalmologists. You see these in disability benefits. They're not as common, but they're still pretty common. You call them for eye issues, or they put here, you call them eye doctors. They can prescribe glasses or contact lenses and diagnose and treat diseases like glaucoma. Unlike optometrists, they're medical doctors who can treat every kind of eye condition as well as operate on the eye. Osteopaths, doctors of osteopathic medicine, are fully licensed medical doctors, just like MDs. The training stresses a whole body approach. Osteopaths use the latest medical technology, but also the body's natural ability to heal itself. You don't see osteopaths that much in the disability field as much. You would see more of like internists. You would see more of like, PCP, stuff like that. But you could see an osteopath. Laryngologists, my apologies. They treat diseases in the ears, nose, throat, sinuses, head, neck, and respiratory system, what we call the special senses in the disability field. They also can do reconstructive and plastic surgery on your head and neck. Pathologists, these lab doctors identify the causes of diseases by examining body tissues and fluids under a microscope. You'll reference those, but usually you won't always see one of those. Pediatricians, they care for children from birth to young adulthood. Some pediatricians specialize in preteens and teens, child abuse, or children's developmental issues. So kind of the bottom line is, it's all a kid game when it comes to essentially child-based disability benefits. Let's see, physiatrists, or there's two ways to pronounce this actually, but the bottom line is these specialize in physical medicine and rehabilitation, treat neck or back pain, and sports or spinal cord injuries, as well as other disabilities caused by accidents or diseases. You see these guys in the sports medicine field all the time. That's where their home is basically, along with basically your classic any doctor that's going to be treating some musculoskeletal based impairment, including chiropractors. Podiatrists, they care for problems in your ankles and feet. Very, very good to have, specifically when you're trying to show musculoskeletal based limitation for inability to walk, inability to stand. That gets away the whole medium vocational market and light market for types of jobs that they can find in the Dictionary of Occupational Titles. That can include injuries from accidents or sports, or from ongoing health conditions like diabetes. So some podiatrists have advanced training in other subspecialties of the foot. Very good. Preventative medicine specialists. You don't usually see these that much in the disability field. They focus on keeping you well. They may work in public health or at hospitals. Some focus on treating people with addictions, illnesses from exposure to drugs, chemicals, and poisons in other areas. I tend to use these guys a lot, but as you know, most of my clients are homeless. And ironically, weird little fact, most of my clients that I have that I work with don't know I even have a YouTube channel. Pretty crazy. Psychiatrists, remember psychiatrists versus psychologists, psychiatrists, medication capability for prescription. I can hear Shadow growling and Sweetie in the background. Psychiatrists, these doctors work with people with mental, emotional, or addictive disorders. They can diagnose and treat depression, schizophrenia, substance abuse, anxiety disorders, and sexual and gender identity issues. Some psychiatrists focus on children, adolescents, or the elderly. Oh, Shadow's like gonna bite her. I can hear it. Pulmonologists. You would see these specialists for problems like lung cancer, pneumonia, asthma, emphysema, and trouble sleeping caused by breathing issues. Respiratory-based doctor. Radiologists. That's your medical imaging doctors. They use X-rays, ultrasound, and other imaging tests to diagnose diseases. They can also specialize in radiation oncology to treat conditions like cancer. Shadow is like rumbling in the back. I don't know. Can you hear him? Let me see if I can. Sweetie's approaching him. You're going to hear this like screechy sound, which is Sweetie trying to get whatever cookie he has. Rheumatologists. Okay, they specialize in arthritis and other diseases in your joints, muscles, bones, and tendons. You might see them for your osteoporosis, weak bones, back pain, gout, tendonitis from sports or repetitive injuries, or fibromyalgia. Rheumatologists you see day and night, and I mean day and night in this field. I always obviously want to see a rheumatologist before I see, and I don't want to be that guy, but you want to see them before a chiropractor, no matter what. No matter what. All right, next one. Let's see. I don't know why I just flipped that. I've got the thing. All right, here we go. All right, next one. Sleep medicine specialists. They're becoming more prevalent in the disability field, specifically for vocational allowances. They find and treat causes behind your poor sleep. They may have sleep labs or give you take-home tests to chart your sleep-wake patterns. Sports medicine specialists, you already know what these are. Injuries from sports. General surgeons, you already know what they are. They do surgery on you. Urologists. These are surgeons who care for men and women for problems in the urinary tract, like a leaky bladder. They also treat male infertility and do prostate exams. And that's it. That's what they have on WebMD. I did not see one that I should have seen. I didn't see an orthopedic. Orthopedics we use all the time in the disability field. So anyways, guys, I wanted to go through, I think we included cardiologists. Yeah, I think we got the heart doctor in there. I just wanted to do this quick video because some people are going to be like, I don't know who does what or what the deal is. And to me, it's automatic. But the reality is that some people are going to be like, what do I do now? I have a respiratory issue. I have a cardio issue. I have a neurological issue. I have a liver problem, a spleen problem, a foot problem, an ankle problem. I have a drug problem, whatever it is. All of these potential things, there's a specific doctor somewhere out there that specializes in it. And remember, when it comes to evidence and they look at it, they're doing this comparative analysis with the SSA information. The judges are sitting there going, hey, which doctor has a higher specialty? And when they do that analysis, they look to see, okay, what is the weight of the evidence that I can give this doctor? Mary G, thank you so much for the $10 donation. Does Sweetie need to be held? We haven't seen her in a while. Sweetie actually, I don't know if you can see it on my face, somewhere on my face, scratched the heck out of my face. So I went swimming in my pool, which I haven't done swimming in like forever. Howdy, Faithmore. And I went in the pool, and as you know, Sweetie is a water piggy. Yeah, she got me right there. She got me right there. She got me right there. I look like an abuse victim over here. So Sweetie, as you know, she's a big girl. She's a big piggy muffin. And she swims over. She's an amazing swimmer, better than I am. And she's now joined us. Hi, Sweetie. And now, hi. You gonna come up? You come up? Nope, too chubby? Come on. Up, up, up. Oh, it's a big girl. It's a big, don't lick the computer. Such a big chubby dog. Oh, good kisser. Best kisser in the room. So, oh, that was a lot of tongue there. A lot of tongue. But basically, Sweetie and I went swimming, and I thought she was going to actually save me in the deep end of the pool. But what she did was amazing. She swam up to me as fast as she could, put her arms on my shoulder, brought her little butt up to my chest, and then literally tried to sit her entire body on top of my head and drown me in the deep end. And she basically successfully did this. So I had to go way down under the water and then pop up by the wall. She cannot save humans. She will murder every single human she tries to save. That's pretty much where we're at. So, anyways, guys, I went swimming, had a good time, but I just wanted to do this video about essentially what doctors are out there because it's crucial. I didn't even think of it as like a thing, but it's crucial to know that you could use these specialists to go ahead and basically just, that's the road you go for medically. And remember, you have, friends testimony, and then you have like, nurses testimony, advanced registered nurse testimony, and then you have this weird category of their doctors, but kind of not really category, which are chiropractors. And then you have the next category, which are like doctors, you know, you know, yeah, PCPs and journalists. And then you have the next category, which is like, specialists, or I guess what you could put there is like somebody who has like a certificate on top of a doctorate, and then the next step would be a specialist, which is like a master's on top of a doctorate, and then you get the doctorate on top of the doctorate, and then you get to the doctorate on top of blah blah blah, and then you get to like the extra special stuff, two masters on top of a doctorate, two doctorates on top of a doctorate, one of those kind of gigs. How's Hippo rolling in the deep? That's true. Thank you for the $5 donation. I love it. I appreciate it. Yeah, she scratched the hell out of me. I didn't. She's right here too. She is approaching 90 pounds. She is a big girl, and she looks like basically cookie dough or just a giant French fry that's dipped in barbecue sauce. That's pretty much with a little tail dipped in barbecue sauce. Shout out on her getting into fights often because she does not understand boundaries. She believes that because of her size, that she can just do whatever she wants. So we're going to be dealing with that probably at some point into the future. I know, 90 pounds. I know she's a big girl. She's a big girl. Her best friend is Jaggy, my sister's dog. Jaggy is a show greyhound who is massive. He's like 6 inches taller than any big greyhound I've ever seen. And as a result of that, it's just, he does really well with her because he can jump over her, around her, everything. You want to come up? Want to come up? Nope, you don't want to come up? You just want a treat? All right, I'll catch you a little bit later. Hi. So anyways, guys, I'm going to do another video after this. You have a wonderful, wonderful day. The next video I'm going to do, just so you know what it is, if you want to check in, cool. If you don't want to check in, I'm going to be doing a video on what it's like legally representing alcoholics at the disability hearing. I was thinking about that today, and I wanted to kind of explain from an emotional standpoint what it was like for me to represent somebody who's got a really bad lineup of medical evidence showing consistent alcoholic abuse, a lush, and what I'm feeling during the hearing. So what's going on inside of my head when it comes to representing claimants who just, have an alcohol issue that is severe. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Give me like 10 minutes and we'll go from there. Please remember to like, subscribe. And the big thing that helps me, Google Disability Resolution PA, and just leave 5-star reviews. That's the big thing that helps me for these videos. All right. I'll catch you a little bit later, and thank you so much. Bye-bye.